Hello, this is Connie Belden. The first exercise is going to deal with unit level, batch level, product level, or organization level activities. Please refer to the chapter and instructor notes for more information on that. But just kind of as an overview, a unit level activity is something that is done to each individual unit, such as glossing work on products would be a unit level activity. Batch level activity means it's done to a group of units at one time. For example, a purchase order to order materials, usually order materials for a group of units at one time. So that would be a batch level activity. Product level activity would be something for a particular individual product, byproduct. So for example, inventory records usually keep track of inventory for each type of product. And last, organization sustaining is usually for the organization as a whole. For example, B, general factory building usage. And you can find the answers in the Excel file that has the answers to this practice problem. But what we're going to move on to in the next two exercises is the first stage allocation. And then we're going to get into the second stage allocation. Okay, so let's start with first stage allocation. We're going to get an activity rate for each of our activities, which we have driver all the way through administrative expenses for our expenses. And our activities will be travel, pickup and delivery, customer service, and other. So we have 4 different activities and the percentage of the costs that go to each of those activities. And then we're given the amount of each of the expenses here. Okay, so let's go ahead and determine of the expense how much goes to each of the 4 activities. So let's start with driver's wages. Driver's wages are $1 million. So if we go back up here, I will start with $1 million, and 50% of it goes to travel. So that gives me $500,000. I'll take the $1 million driver's wages, and 35% goes to pickup and delivery. So that's $350,000. For customer service, I'll take the $1 million, and 10% goes to customer service. So that's $100,000. And for other, I'll take the $1 million times 5% goes to other. Now, before I move on to my next activity, what I'm going to do is add these 4 up and make sure that they do indeed equal $1 million, the driver wages. Okay, let's do the vehicle operating expense, which is $430,000. So I'm going to take $430,000. For travel, it's 70%. I'm going to take $430,000 for pickup and delivery, it's 5%. I'm going to take the $430,000, and for customer service, it's actually 0%. So anytime it's 0%, that would be $0. And for other, I'll take $430,000 times 25%. Now again, I want to add up and verify it equals 430. Okay, I would do the same thing for the vehicle depreciation, customer service representative wages expense, office expense, and administrative expense. For simplicity here, I'm just going to go ahead and fill those in. Now, after you've allocated each expense, you want to add up how much factory overhead goes to each of the activities. So for travel, it'd be $987,000. Pickup and delivery, $483,000. Customer service, $766,000, and other, $544,000. And it doesn't matter if you go horizontal or vertical. That's a good way to check yourself. You will get total of $2,780,000, which matches the total up here. Okay, before we go on to the second step, we're going to get the activity right here in a little different manner. So activity rates can be calculated by taking your estimated overhead cost and dividing it by your estimated activity. And we have 5 different activities here. So all we have to do is divide the estimated overhead cost by the estimated activity for each of our 5 activities. So for example, for lawn care, the estimated overhead is $80,200. I will divide it by the 185,000 square feet, and that gives me an activity rate of 43 cents per square foot. Okay, I will do the same thing for the low bed maintenance. I'll take 32,800 divided by its activity of 25,000, or I should say, 25,000 square feet. And that gives me a activity rate of $1.31 per square feet. Okay, when you do the others, you'll get $2.67. You will get 31 cents, and you will get $10. Now, I am rounding these to the nearest decimal place, so I will warn you, if you're doing this in Excel as I am, to not use formulas, because that will make the answer come out different, because I have rounded those to 2 decimal places. This could be 2.66666, but rounded to 2.67, which will make a difference in your answer. So I'm going to use actual numbers, not sales, when I'm doing exercise 7.4, and I'm doing the second stage, and I'm allocating the overhead to each job. Okay, so for job A, okay, here is the activity for job A. Here is the activity for job B. I'm going to use the activity rates that I calculated in exercise 3, multiplying by the activity for that job to determine how much overhead will be applied to job A and to job B. Okay, so let's start with job A. Caring for lawn. It looks like the activity is 1,000 square feet. And if I go back to exercise 3, the activity rate is 43 cents. And again, I'm going to type it in instead of using a formula. That way, rounding won't be an issue. And you come up with $430. Okay, I'm going to continue on with activity A. For the caring for garden beds low maintenance, I will take that activity, which is 3,000 square feet, times, and the activity rate is $1.31. Okay, for the high maintenance, that is 2,000 square feet, times the activity rate is $2.67. For travel to jobs, that is 35 miles, and it is 31 cents per mile. Okay, and for customer billing, there was one customer at $10 per customer, so that would just be $10. Okay, I will go ahead and add that together. And overhead being applied to job A would be $9,720.85. Let's go ahead and do the same for job B. So job B, caring for lawn, 2,000 square feet, at an activity rate of 43 cents. Oh, forgot to put a plus in front of that. Caring for garden beds low maintenance is 4,000 square feet at an activity rate of $1.31. Caring for garden beds high maintenance, it looks like there's 1,000 square feet at $2.67. Travel to jobs, 30 miles at 31 cents a mile. And billing for customers, it looks like one customer, and again, it was $10 per customer, so $10. I will now add the overhead going to job B, and I get 87, 89, and 30 cents. So that takes us through getting an activity rate and applying the manufacturing overhead to each job. Thank you very much.